I used to believe marriage was held together by trust, and for years I gave Emily all of mine. I worked long hours to provide for us, arranged special dinners to keep our spark alive, and supported her ambitions without complaint. Still, in the back of my mind, small fractures had begun to show. She spent more and more time glued to her phone, laughing at messages I never saw. She had new reasons for coming home late, each excuse thinner than the last. I convinced myself it was stress, work, anything but infidelity. That illusion finally collapsed during what should have been a quiet dinner at our favorite restaurant. I had booked the same place where we once celebrated our anniversary, hoping it might bring us back to who we used to be. For a while it almost worked. Wine, shared appetizers, small talk. For a moment, it felt like normal. Then Emily set her fork down, fixed her eyes on mine, and said with unsettling calm, "I need to tell you something. I've been seeing someone else." The words pierced me like glass. My chest seized, and for a second I wondered if I'd misheard her. The clinking of cutlery and hum of conversations around us vanished into silence. I searched her expression for guilt, for hesitation, anything that hinted at regret. Instead, she looked oddly relieved, as though dropping a burden she had carried far too long. "He makes me feel alive in ways you don't anymore," she added, sipping her wine as though she hadn't just destroyed everything we built. I sat there frozen, anger colliding with heartbreak. I had given everything to this marriage, and she spoke of her betrayal as if it were some casual inconvenience. I wanted to yell, to demand answers, but instead, I felt something unexpected, calm. It wasn't weakness. It was clarity. In that moment, I saw the truth for what it was. Emily had chosen another man long before this dinner. I leaned back, letting the silence linger before picking up my glass. I took a slow sip and replied, "Thank you for your honesty. Let's finish our meal." The look on her face was priceless. She had braced herself for an explosion, for begging for drama. Instead, I gave her composure. And composure unsettled her more than rage ever could. We finished in near silence. She shifted uneasily, clearly thrown off by my lack of reaction. But while I stayed outwardly calm, inside I was already setting my next move in place. She would not have the satisfaction of watching me fall apart. When the check came, I paid without hesitation, walked her to the car, and even opened the door for her like nothing had changed. She seemed unsettled, maybe even guilty, but I never dropped my calm smile. What she didn't know was that I had prepared for this moment weeks ago. As soon as we stepped through our front door, I handed her a sealed envelope. Inside were divorce papers already signed. Her face drained of color, her lips trembling as she realized this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. I had seen the signs, and I had been ready. "I wanted to believe in you," I told her quietly. "But tonight you gave me my answer." Emily collapsed into tears, begging me to reconsider. She insisted it was a mistake, that she was confused, that she didn't want to lose me. But her pleas sounded hollow. If she truly valued our marriage, she would have fought for it before letting another man into her life. Her tears now were nothing more than panic over consequences. "You chose him when you betrayed me," I said firmly. "Tonight I'm choosing myself." I walked into the bedroom, lifted the bag I had already packed, and headed for the door. She clung to my arm, desperate to stop me, but I gently pulled free. For 4 years I had carried the weight of this marriage alone. That night I finally set it down. Her cries followed me as I stepped outside, but I didn't turn back. That was the end of our story. She had thought confessing at dinner would put her in control, that I would collapse, beg, or give her the reaction she wanted. Instead, my calm and decisive choice shattered her illusions. Emily lost not only her husband but also the stability and love she had taken for granted. As for me, I walked away with my dignity intact, ready to build a new life with someone who would never treat my love as disposable.